This is the sixth video for admission of a partner. In this video we will be discussing about the accounting treatment of workman compensation reserve and investment fluctuation reserve. Now, why do we create workman compensation reserve? It is created out of the firm's profit to pay compensation to the employees. So every year some part of the profit is transferred to workman compensation reserve and it appears on the liability side of the balance sheet. It is having a credit balance. So at the time of reconstitution, workman compensation reserve is to be treated. Okay, it will be, if there is any liability or any claim against it, that claim will be created and the balance amount will be transferred to the old partners in old profit sharing ratio. So now following cases are there. One of the case is that if there is no claim against workman compensation reserve, the entire amount is transferred to the partners capital in the old profit sharing ratio. So we are taking one illustration to understand that. There are two partners A and B who were sharing profits in the ratio of 3:2. Now they have admitted a new partner C for 1/4 share from 1st April. Following is the extract of their balance sheet. Show the accounting treatment if there is no other information. Okay, that means no information is given that there is any claim against workman compensation or not. In that case we assume that there is no claim and the whole profit or whole amount in the workman compensation reserve will be distributed among the old partners in old ratio. So journal entry is workman compensation reserve account debit 1 lakh to A's capital to B's capital. 1 lakh is divided among the old partners in old ratio, that is 3:2, 60,000 and 40,000 rupees. Second case, if the claim for workman compensation is less than the amount of workman compensation reserve, in that case the amount of claim will be credited to the newly opened account, workman compensation provision for workman compensation claim account, and the balance will be transferred to the partners capital account in the old profit sharing ratio. Now almost same question. A and B are the partners sharing profits in the ratio of 3:2. They have admitted a new partner for 1/4 share and there is a claim against the workman compensation for rupees 36,000 and workman compensation reserve balance is 1 lakh rupees. So out of this 1 lakh, 36 will be transferred to provision for workman compensation claim. Okay, so to provision for workman compensation claim will be credited by 36,000. Now out of 1 lakh rupees, 36 is transferred to the workman compensation claim. The balance 64,000 will be credited to the old partners A and B in the ratio of 3:2. Okay, so A's capital account 38,400 to B's capital account 25,600 rupees in the old ratio. Okay, if the claim for compensation is equal to the amount of workman compensation reserve, okay, that means the total amount of workman compensation reserve will be transferred to the provision for workman compensation claim. Since there is no balance left, so partners capital will not be credited. Okay, A and B are the partners sharing profits in the ratio of 3:2. They admit a new partner for 1/4 share with effect from 1st April and the claim is 80,000 rupees. And in the workman compensation reserve is having a balance of 80,000. So this full 80,000 from workman compensation reserve account will be transferred to provision for workman compensation claim. Okay. A fourth case, if the claim for compensation is more than the amount of workman compensation reserve. In that case, we will use revaluation account to create liability. Okay. Now see here, the question says that A and B are partners with profit sharing ratio 3:2. They admit a new partner C for 1/4 share, and the claim for workman compensation is 70,000, whereas the workman compensation reserve shows a balance of 60,000 in the balance sheet. So 10,000 rupees claim is there, extra claim is there. Okay. So journal entry will be workman compensation reserve account debit 60,000, and the extra 10,000 will be debited to revaluation account. 10,000 rupees to provision for workman compensation claim 70,000 rupees. Then this 10,000 rupees of revaluation will be debited to A and B, old partners in old ratio. So A's capital account debit 6,000, B's capital account debit 4,000, to revaluation account 10,000 rupees. Now let's take investment fluctuation reserve. Investment fluctuation reserve is created out of profits to adjust the loss in the market value of investments. Okay, if there is any fall in the market value of investment, the loss will be adjusted against the investment fluctuation reserve, will be written off from that. Okay, see there are again few cases when the book value and the market value is same, that means there is no loss. In that case, whatever balance is there in investment fluctuation reserve will be transferred to the old partners capital account in old ratio. So P and Q, who are the partners sharing profits in the ratio of 2:1, and they decide to admit R for 1/4 share, and the balance sheet was like this. On the asset side, investments were appearing at rupees 4 lakh, and there was a balance of 45,000 in the investment fluctuation reserve. No information is given. That means we will assume that the investments market value and cost price is same, no loss or profit is there. So whatever balance is there in investment fluctuation reserve in the liability side will be divided among the old partners in old ratio. So investment fluctuation reserve account debit to P's capital to Q's capital in the ratio 45,000 in the ratio of 2:1, that is 30,000 and 15,000 rupees. Let's take one more case. Market value is less than the book value, that means there is a loss. The loss has to be recorded and it will be written off from investment fluctuation reserve. P and Q dividing profits in 3:2. Admit R for 1/4 share. Okay. Assets, investments are appearing at 4 lakh rupees and investment fluctuation reserve is 40,000. Market value has gone down to 3,80,000. That means there is a loss of 20,000 rupees. So investment fluctuation reserve 40,000. We have to reduce the value of investment by 20,000. So investment account will be credited. To P's balance 20,000. 40 minus 20. 20,000 is still there in the investment fluctuation reserve. That will be divided among P and Q in the ratio of 3:2. So to P's capital 12,000, to Q's capital 8,000 rupees. Now when market value is less than the book value and fall in the value of asset is investment is more than the balance of investment fluctuation reserve, in that case we will use revaluation account also. P and Q were dividing profits in the ratio of 3:2. They admit R for 1/4 share. Okay, and their balance sheet was investments 4 lakh rupees and investment fluctuation reserve 40,000, and market value of asset is now 3,50,000. Fall in the value of investment is 50,000 rupees, and from this 50,000, 40,000 will be written off from investment fluctuation reserve, and the balance 10,000 will be debited to revaluation account. Okay, so investment fluctuation reserve account debit 40,000, revaluation account 10,000, to investment account 50,000 rupees. Now this 10,000 loss of revaluation will be transferred to partners capital account in the old ratio 3:2. So P's capital account debit 6,000, Q's capital account debit 4,000, to revaluation account 10,000 rupees. Okay, one more case, when market value is more than the book value. Okay, investments at cost is 4 lakh rupees. Now the market value is 4 lakh 20,000 rupees gain. Investment fluctuation reserve is appearing at 30,000 rupees. So the full 30,000 of investment fluctuation reserve will be transferred to the old partners capital account in old ratio. Okay, investment fluctuation reserve to P's capital to Q's capital 18,000 and 12,000 rupees in the ratio of 3:2. Now there is a gain, investment account debit 20,000 to revaluation 20,000 rupees. This profit of revaluation will be transferred to old partners in old ratio. So revaluation account debit 20,000 to P's capital to Q's capital 12,000 and 8,000 rupees.